Hi, I'm Andrew Watson. Thanks for tuning in once again for my weekly guitar blog. It is March 4th, 2012, and this time we're going to go to Providence, Rhode Island, where we had Jay write in asking, I'm one of those people having difficulties when it comes to transcribing. It seems as though notes in songs are just beyond my grasp. I'm good at setting goals with my guitar playing and reaching them, however, not so when it comes to transcribing. Could you give me any tips to make transcribing easier? Well, thanks for writing in, Jay. I'd have to begin by saying, musicians at any level always have something that's just beyond their grasp, and, they're struggling with those elements of their guitar playing. So, when we look at transcribing, I think the easiest way to approach this particular subject is have a system of working in very short song bits. Something like having a good piece of audio editing software like GarageBand or Audacity are integral to help you along in getting started there. Now, along with that favorite software, I would have to recommend the use of headphones. They make it a lot easier to focus on each segment of the recording that you're working on. And when you begin working, make sure that you're in perfect tune with the song. Many bands will tune down, so checking tuning on the guitar is integral in relationship to the song that you're working on. You want to listen very closely for the lowest pitch, and also get to know the sounds of the open guitar strings. Ear training, I have to admit, is another area aside from the guitars, tuning, and the string balancing and so forth. So get to know sounds and understanding how they relate to one another, and that is the sound and the aspect that we need to zero our ears in on, which is what is all-encompassing with ear training. So most musicians will develop relative pitch. You don't have to be too worried about perfect pitch. And next up, I'd like to run through a few good exercises that you can do to help you with training your ears. When it comes to basic ear training development, I'd like to begin with the aspect of how important it is that you both learn all your scales and also be able to sing through the scales. I'm going to do an example here of a C major scale in the second position. And this is just a C major, but you could do all the 12 keys in major, move on to minor, do all the modes, do harmonic minor scale, melodic minor scale, and just go onwards through those modes and understand as much as you can about different scale structure. It's very important to match pitch in singing. You can call out tones, you could do solfeggio, you could just say a word on each one, like da, 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 and just keep matching pitch. It doesn't matter what you do, as long as you have some kind of connection to inside yourself, inside your body, to what's happening out in the air. Because, of course, sound is auditory, and we want to get that into some kind of physical relationship for us, so singing is vital when you're matching pitch. Now, when we move on to the next topic I want to cover, it's the relationship of notes in a scale, whatever scale you're studying, back to the tonal center note, or the tonic note. Now, in that C major scale, this would be like as if I took the root of C and compared it to the D note, and then I went to the E from C, and then to the F, then to the G, then to the A, then to the B, then to the octave. Doing that kind of work with every type of scale is very important. It's also good to build associations of common songs. Like, for instance, the first step away in the C major scale, when we move to the D, that's the common song, Happy Birthday. So you can find a song for every step of the scale. Just take your time, maybe do some searches on your favorite search engine. You'll find a song, I'm sure, for every step of the major scale if you study a few of the ear training websites. Now, the last point I want to bring up is a little bit of work that you should be doing on chromatic scales, or what they call non-selective scales. Singing chromatically and working through a few scales along your guitar neck chromatically is very important, because in music, we have two types of movements. Musically, we have what's called selective movement, which would be the movement of a scale, where we have different variations in the distances of half steps and whole steps. But then, of course, there's the other one, which is non-selective, where there is just always a half step all through every step. So just make sure you study a little bit of work along your guitar neck with chromatic scale, as well as all the other selective scale types that are out there. As time goes on, the development of your ear training ability and your transcription skills will increase side by side. You'll naturally eventually move onwards into more complex transcription pieces as well as topics, such as rhythmic divisions, chord cycles, pattern recognition, and working with half speed on your audio editing software so you can train with some of the faster guitar lines that are out there in certain songs. Basically, the more attention paid to doing ear training, the better that you'll get at transcribing. It works hand in hand. Anyway, once again, that's about all the time I have for today. As always, I hope these explanations help. Thanks for watching. Have yourself a great week, and I'll catch up with you next time. Bye for now.